Rams, Fords, Chevys, GMCs, Tundra, they're all exceptionally nice, well-made vehicles. They all have their pros and cons. They're all excellent.
General Motors just declared war on Ford's F-150 dominance with 4 revolutionary 2027 trucks that expose every weakness in Ford's aging platform. While Ford delays their next generation F-150 until 2028, GM launches a coordinated attack featuring 6th generation V8 engines, 35-inch tire capability, and engineering solutions that make Ford's current lineup look obsolete. According to GM Authority's exclusive reporting, these 2027 models will beat Ford's next F-150 to market by an entire year, giving GM the strategic advantage in America's most profitable vehicle segment. We're not talking about minor updates. GM's 2027 offensive includes the all-new Silverado 1500 with next-generation small-block V8 technology, Sierra 1500 with premium luxury positioning, Sierra HD work truck capabilities that embarrass Ford's commercial offerings, and Silverado ZR, 2 off-road dominance with Multimatic DSSV dampers and 35-inch tire clearance that Ford's Raptor can't match. In this video, you'll discover exactly why GM's 2027 truck strategy represents the engineering revolution Ford should have built. See the documented specifications that prove GM's superiority across every truck segment, and understand why these 4 models position General Motors to reclaim pickup truck leadership from Ford's stagnating platform. This isn't just about new model years. This is about witnessing GM's systematic demolition of Ford's F-150 empire. And don't forget, all sources and documentation for everything we're covering today are linked in the first comment below. Let's examine the 4 GM trucks that make Ford's F-150 lineup look like yesterday's technology. Number 4, 2027 GMC Sierra HD, the commercial domination machine. Starting our countdown with the truck that destroys Ford's work vehicle credibility, the 2027 GMC Sierra HD represents everything Ford's Super Duty should have been, but isn't. According to GM Authority's development reporting, the 2027 Sierra HD will carry over the proven 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine, delivering 445 horsepower and 910 pound-feet of torque. Numbers that crush Ford's 6.7-liter Power Stroke's 500 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet only through complex emissions equipment that creates reliability nightmares. The Sierra HD's engineering advantage starts with proven reliability that Ford's experimental aluminum construction can't match. While Ford F-250 and F-350 owners face complex repair scenarios when aluminum body panels get damaged, Sierra HD's steel construction allows any qualified shop to handle repairs at competitive rates. This isn't theoretical. Commercial fleet managers calculate total cost of ownership, and GM's traditional materials approach consistently wins these analyses.
If you want that diesel and you want the winch, well, now you've got it. This package is now available on the GMC.
The diesel advantage positions Sierra HD as the obvious choice for serious work applications. GM's 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine delivers proven 445 horsepower and 910 pound-feet of torque without the complexity issues that plague Ford's 6.7-liter Power Stroke. According to automotive industry analysis, GM's diesel approach emphasizes durability over peak power numbers, creating the long-term reliability that work truck buyers actually need rather than the marketing horsepower that Ford prioritizes. Tier 3, 2027 GMC Sierra 1500, the premium precision weapon. Moving up our countdown, the 2027 GMC Sierra 1500 attacks Ford's luxury truck positioning with engineering sophistication the F-150 Limited and King Ranch trims can't match. According to GM Authority's spy photography analysis, the 2027 Sierra will feature bold styling elements inspired by the Yukon's premium design language, creating visual distinction that Ford's corporate F-150 styling lacks. The platform evolution represents smart engineering where Ford chose expensive complexity. According to exclusive reporting, GM's T1-2 platform updates the proven T1 architecture with strategic improvements rather than Ford's risky aluminum gamble. This evolution allows GM to implement desirable features while maintaining the mechanical reliability that made previous Sierra generations legendary. The 6th generation small block V8 engine gives Sierra 1500 the power advantage Ford's EcoBoost engines can't sustain under load. According to GM's investment documentation and Edmunds analysis, the new 5.3-liter V8 will deliver 375 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque, while the 6.2-liter variant produces 445 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of torque. Numbers that demolish Ford's 3.5-liter EcoBoost's 400 horsepower and 500 pound-feet that requires premium fuel and creates heat management issues under sustained load that Sierra's naturally aspirated V8 engineering eliminates entirely. Interior refinement represents where GMC embarrasses Ford's half-hearted luxury attempts. According to Automotive Forum discussions, the 2027 Sierra will address current generation seat comfort issues while implementing vertical touchscreen layouts that create more intuitive driver interfaces than Ford's horizontal screen confusion.
The seats are not great, and I should have put this in the list of the downsides. The seats are a little not super comfortable on a long day. I would say they're average, but they're not anything special.
Number 2, 2027 Chevrolet Silverado 1500, the mainstream market destroyer. Taking the silver medal in our GM domination countdown, the 2027 Silverado 1500 represents the direct F-150 killer that tackles Ford's core market with superior engineering and value positioning. According to comprehensive spy reporting from GM Authority, this all-new 5th-generation Silverado launches the most significant pickup truck advancement since Ford's aluminum experiment failed to deliver promised benefits. The timing advantage gives Silverado devastating market positioning. While Ford delays their next-generation F-150 until 2028, Silverado arrives for 2027 model year with an entire year of market exclusivity for next-generation features. According to Edmunds' analysis, this timing allows Silverado to establish customer relationships and dealer momentum before Ford's delayed response arrives. The powertrain revolution exposes Ford's strategic mistakes across their entire engine lineup. GM's 6th-generation small block V8 will produce 375 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque in 5.3-liter configuration and 445 horsepower and 485 pound-feet in 6.2-liter form, manufactured at the Flint engine plant following a $579 million investment, demonstrating GM's commitment to proven technology. Meanwhile, Ford's complex EcoBoost engines create repair scenarios that require dealership-specific diagnostic equipment and training that limits owner repair flexibility. The platform refinement shows GM learning from Ford's aluminum body disasters without repeating Ford's mistakes. According to technical analysis, the T1-2 platform maintains steel construction advantages while implementing ride quality improvements that address current Silverado weaknesses. This evolutionary approach avoids the repair cost explosions that plague Ford's aluminum F-150 when body damage occurs. Value positioning creates the crushing competitive advantage Ford can't match. According to current pricing analysis, Silverado consistently undercuts F-150 pricing across comparable trim levels while offering superior standard equipment. The 2027 generation extends this value advantage with next-generation features at prices Ford's complex manufacturing can't match. The reliability prediction favors GM's traditional engineering over Ford's experimental complexity. While Consumer Reports expects the 2025 F-150 to be less reliable than average new cars, GM's proven small block V8 foundation creates the mechanical predictability that truck buyers actually need for long-term ownership confidence. Number 1, 2027 Chevrolet Silverado ZR2, the off-road annihilation specialist. Claiming the top position in our countdown, the 2027 Silverado ZR2 represents the complete destruction of Ford Raptor's off-road dominance through engineering capabilities that expose every limitation in Ford's desert racing pretensions. According to GM Authority's exclusive spy photography, the 2027 ZR2 features 35-inch tire capability, Multimatic DSSV dampers, and suspension geometry that makes Ford's Raptor look like a street truck pretending to be off-road capable. The power advantage demonstrates why GM's naturally aspirated approach destroys Ford's forced induction complexity. The 2027 ZR2's 6.2-liter 6th-generation V8 will deliver 445 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of torque with consistent output regardless of ambient temperature or altitude, while Ford's twin-turbocharged 3.5-liter EcoBoost produces 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet that degrades significantly in hot conditions conditions or high elevations where serious off-road driving occurs. The tire size advantage represents the knockout punch Ford can't counter. While current Ford Raptor uses 37-inch tires that stress the entire drivetrain and create reliability concerns, the 2027 ZR2's 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler Territory MT tires provide optimal balance between off-road capability and mechanical durability. According to technical analysis, this sizing avoids the stress-related failures that plague Ford's oversized tire approach while delivering superior real-world performance. The suspension technology demonstrates GM's commitment to authentic off-road performance over Ford's marketing-driven specifications. The engineering authenticity exposes Ford Raptor's fundamental design compromises. While Ford builds the Raptor on F-150's aluminum platform with compromises required for street driving comfort, ZR2's dedicated off-road engineering creates suspension geometry, ground clearance, and approach angles that prioritize capability over street manners. The value proposition makes Ford Raptor's pricing look like robbery. Current Silverado ZR2 pricing significantly undercuts Ford Raptor while providing superior off-road hardware, and the 2027 generation extends this advantage with next-generation capabilities at prices Ford's complex manufacturing approach can't match. The market timing creates the perfect storm for GM's off-road dominance. With Ford's next-generation development delayed until 2028, ZR2 gets exclusive access to next-generation off-road technology for an entire model year, allowing GM to establish performance credentials and customer loyalty before Ford's response arrives. The strategic devastation: why Ford can't compete. These Ford GM trucks represent more than individual vehicle improvements. They constitute systematic market warfare that exploits every weakness in Ford's current strategy. Ford's delays, aluminum body complications, EcoBoost reliability issues, and premium pricing create the strategic vulnerabilities that GM's 2027 offensive attacks with surgical precision. The platform advantage demonstrates why GM's evolutionary approach beats Ford's revolutionary gambles. While Ford pursued expensive aluminum construction that creates repair nightmares and complex powertrains that require specialized service,
I'm sure they had some hurdles to get through with switching to aluminum.
GM refined proven steel construction and naturally aspirated V8 technology that any mechanic can service at competitive rates. The power advantage shows GM's engineering superiority over Ford's forced induction complexity. GM's new 6.2-liter V8, producing 445 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of torque, delivers consistent power output that Ford's heat-sensitive EcoBoost engines can't match under sustained load conditions. Ford's 3.5-liter EcoBoost's 400 to 450 horsepower requires premium fuel and complex cooling systems that create maintenance nightmares GM's traditional V8 approach eliminates. The timing domination gives GM market control Ford can't counter. With next-generation GM trucks arriving in 2027, while Ford's responses wait until 2028, General Motors gets exclusive access to next-generation features, customer consideration, and dealer momentum that establishes market position before Ford can respond. Understanding these Ford GM trucks reveals why 2027 represents the year General Motors reclaims pickup truck leadership from Ford's declining platform. The Silverado ZR2 destroys Raptor's off-road credibility with 445 horsepower and 485 pound-feet of naturally aspirated torque. Silverado 1500 exposes F-150's mainstream market vulnerabilities with 375 to 445 horsepower depending on configuration. Sierra 1500 embarrasses Ford's luxury pretensions with identical power figures and superior refinement, and Sierra HD dominates commercial applications where Ford's aluminum experiment creates more problems than solutions. The 2027 GM truck offensive proves that superior engineering beats marketing complexity every time. While Ford struggles with systematic recalls, delayed development, and experimental technologies that create more problems than they solve, GM's focused approach to truck fundamentals, power, capability, reliability, and value delivers everything Ford's complicated strategy promises but never actually provides. Have you been waiting for GM to finally challenge Ford's pickup dominance with engineering that actually works? Or are you ready to abandon Ford's problematic F-150 for GM's proven truck superiority? superiority. Share your thoughts on which of these Ford GM trucks most effectively destroys Ford's competitive position in the comments below. Remember, I'm here showing you the next generation technology that makes Ford's current lineup look obsolete, because your truck choice deserves better than Ford's experimental failures disguised as innovation.